This section is about the changes that we've made to the survey since you've last filled it out, so since last year. First few changes relate to the operational section, so it's not around the data, but it's the first part of the survey where you fill in different details about your child helpline. One is that we added a question about whether your child helpline is government run or an NGO. We also added two questions asking about the communication channels that you use in your child helpline. One is about the communication channels that you use for outreach. So, how do you let children know that your service exists? How do you advertise yourself? Is it on Facebook, Instagram? Is it on Threads or through TikTok or WhatsApp? So, you can click here on all that apply. The other question on communication channels is asking about which channels do you use for children to be able to contact you. So can they contact you by calling? Can they call on WhatsApp also? Can they video call you? Are you present on via SMS or on other platforms? So that question is for you to provide that kind of information. The other changes we made are in the data part, specifically on the background information section. So it is the first section of the data survey, asking about different, demographic and characteristics of the contacts that you've had. One change we made here is that we made three of the categories of background information optional to fill in. And these are living situation, location of the issue, and how many of the contacts were new versus how many were repeated. So if you have the information and you can share it, we highly encourage it, but it is optional to fill it out. And the biggest change to the survey that we've done this year is around the method of contact. So this is how the method through which children and young people have contacted your child helpline. So what we've done now is we have a subcategory for all of the voice-related or voice-enabled contacts. So whether it's through the telephone or through online voice calls, such as WhatsApp, and this would also include online video calls. Number two is the subcategory for contacts that came in written form, so it's text, but through the child helpline's own branded web-enabled channel. So if you have a text box in your website or forums or things like that, or an app. Number three is also for text-based contacts, so contacts where a child writes to you, but these would be through platforms that you didn't develop yourself. So this could be through WhatsApp or Signal or Telegram, the messaging apps, or through messaging via social media, so the Facebook Messenger or DMs on Instagram. Email, like we did in the previous surveys, so another text-based type of message, or letters that you got through the post. Then number six is for all the contacts, counseling contacts that you had that were in person, but in outreach events. So when you went, for example, to a school and counseled children, so how many children did you counsel? Whereas number seven is also in person, but these would be walk-ins, so cases where a child or a young person came to your offices and received counseling there. And as always, the last subcategory is for other/unspecified. So if you have other forms of receiving contacts from children that we didn't specify here, such as a bulletin board, or for all of the cases that you just don't know the method of contact because it was not logged, or for some reason you are unable to report it. So just to recap, there's the one subcategory for all the contacts that came through a voice, through a call, whether it's through phone or online. Then there's different forms of written contacts, whether it's through a dedicated app or your own developed app, email or post. two types of in-person contacts, and other/unspecified. We also made a small change to the reasons for contact section where we changed the name of online child sexual abuse and exploitation into technology facilitated child sexual abuse and exploitation. This is to be more accurate and better aligned with other international organizations and their terminology. So it is now considered technology facilitated child sexual abuse and exploitation better captures the type of the forms of violence that we used to refer to as online child sexual abuse and exploitation. And that's it for all the changes we made to the survey this year. You can click on to the other next video for tips and guidelines on how to fill in the survey. Thank you.